When I first laid eyes on you, I was stunned by your beauty. Your smile, sense of humor, and overall joy for life radiated the room, filled with many others. Later, talking to you and getting to know you was not only easy for me as an introvert, but also enjoyable.
I'll never forget seeing you for the first time as Quinn's knight in shining armor and thinking, damn, this guy looks way better in person than he does on Facebook.
I can't say that you feeling my arms on the prom limo or laying on me in a bounce house didn't boost my confidence. But when I got word that you were single, I knew I had to make my move. That was the greatest thing I've ever done in my life.
I remember the day Michelle and I were at Greenfield Village. She told you I was single. And the day you came to pick me up for our first date. But the moment that sticks out to me and the most is when I had to choose between keeping you around and starting a relationship while we were 3 hours apart or moving on. What made me choose you is the fact that even though we barely knew each other, when I looked into my future 10 years down the road, I saw us.
It's hard to believe that 6 years have flown by so fast. It feels like just yesterday that we were watching the Titanic too late at your house, or that we were overly competitive while playing glow golf. Reminder, I won. However, looking back, we've shared so many great memories. Triumphed through good times and bad, found a way to make relationships separated by distance work. Now you get to sleep by my side and also forcibly wake me up every morning.
As I formally stated at Carrabba's, we will get married. I knew by choosing you, I'd be securing myself a loving, loyal, and happy future. And we are here today, 6 years later, about to tie the knot.
I could go on forever reminiscing about all of our past memories. However, I want to take some time to describe my excitement for our future together. A future that will involve some of the greatest memories we have yet to make. Maybe even some little blonde-haired babies with giant glasses.
You are truly made for me. Your willingness to try new things to make me happy is incredible. I will forever admire you for that.
We have so much to see and do together, and I'm thrilled that I get to accomplish them all with you by my side. We're just getting started, my darling. I want to be someone that brings out the best in you. Even if my emotions don't always show, I want you to know that you are so deeply loved. I have some work to do and some lessons to learn as we progress on our journey. Whenever things get rough, just know that you're my everything and we will work it out.
Or you have shown me that love is patient and love is about compromising. Each and every day I see you making some sacrifice for me just to make me happy and loved. For that, I will never leave your side as your best friend, wife, and partner in crime.
I'm so incredibly excited for today. We're going to have an amazing time surrounded by amazing people. I know that you're looking absolutely gorgeous right now. I'm nervous about saying my vows and not tripping down the aisle. This is going to be the best day because I got to say I do to you.
I will always be your biggest fan and supporter. I will be the absolute best mother to our children, and we will grow old and weak. I'll never hesitate to fight your battles for you.
Let's do this, beautiful. I love you and I can't wait to make you mine forever. I'll always love you.
Here's for the rest of our lives, my love. I'll see you at the altar.
All right, I love you, Mr. Tershon, and I cannot wait to be your missus.
I love you. I can't wait to see you, and I know you're going to look beautiful.
By coming here today, you've taken the first step in what will be a wonderful and lasting life together. As this is a new beginning for both of you, I'd like to offer you some gentle reminders to ease the task of living and growing together. Be kind to each other. And when you disagree, because you will, Do it respectfully. Communicate. Be gentle and forgiving. Don't hold any grudges. Share the joy and the sorrow, and most importantly, open your hearts to each other and find the love.
Katie, the past 6 years have been an amazing adventure, an adventure that is only getting started. One that we will walk side by side on as we start our own family and grow old together. In the years ahead, I hope to inspire you, motivate you, and bring the happiness that you deserve. For I vow to always care for you, comfort you, protect you, and most of all, love you.
Jake, you are the man who makes me feel loved, my constant friend, and my partner in adventure. Jake, I love you always, and I will stay true to these vows today and all the days that will follow.
So Katie and Jake have chosen a traditional hand fasting, and for those of you who don't know what it is, it's a symbolic binding of the hands that inspired the words tying the knot. Throughout history, in many different ways and in many parts of the world, the hands of the bride and groom were bound as a sign of their commitment to one another. Today you are holding the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love, as you promise to love each other forever on your wedding day. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love and cherish you through the years. These are the hands that will hold you in fear or grief. These are the hands that will wipe tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help you hold your family together as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, you will still be reaching for. So just as your hands are now bound together, so too are your lives. Because you cannot always be physically joined together, you will each give to the other a wedding ring to symbolize that connection. It will be worn on your hand as a constant reminder of the bond you share. With this ring, I give you my heart.
With this ring, I will give you my heart.
I promise from this day forward,
I promise from this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
May my heart be your shelter,
May my heart be your shelter,
and my arms be your home.
and my arms be your home.
Ring on his finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my heart.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
I promise from this day forward, you shall not walk alone.
I promise from this day forward, you should not walk alone.
May my heart be your shelter,
May my heart be your shelter,
and my arms be your home.
and my arms be your home.
Holding hands. Katie and Jake, on behalf of everyone here today, I bestow the following wishes on you. We wish for you a love that is rich, deep, and powerful enough to inspire others and to support you both in being the best you can be. May you sustain a deep and abiding friendship in which you are considerate of each other, kind, and thoughtful. We wish for you the kind of home that will be a sanctuary for you both, a place of peace, freedom, vitality, growth, and humor. And in this home, we hope that you are blessed with a healthy and happy family. And finally, we wish at the end of your lives that you'll be able to look back and smile upon the life you shared together, pleased, satisfied, and happier than you could ever imagine. And now, with authority given to me, it is my great pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Jake, you can kiss your bride.
about that ride in. I guess that's why they call it Pure Michigan. It's a little hangover reference. For those of you unfamiliar, this is a reference from the movie The Hangover. If you don't know, just ask a millennial. If they don't know, this whole joke was a waste of time. First off, I would like to thank you all for sharing this special day with us, celebrating the marriage of Jake and Katie. Jake and Katie are almost marking another big day in their relationship as of this month. They will be together for 6 years with one another. Let's give them a round of applause. Katie is a long-time with my brother. Just ask Tyler and I. But in all seriousness, in life, people give you wisdom through their advice, knowledge, through their teachings. One of the things I believe is the saying, things happen for a reason, and you truly don't believe it until you see it happen in front of you. Jake worked at the End at Laurel Park, where he met his friends Dan Rogers, Tom Wagner, and Michelle Parnan. Michelle became the integral piece connecting the future Mr. and Mrs. Well, I remember that day. Jake had gone to Ladywood's prom with a friend of Michelle's, and little did we know that fate would lead Jake to meet Katie that night. Jake ended up hanging out with Katie at a grad party a month later, and as far as I can recall, not too long after, Katie provided endless amounts of entertainment and fun to Jake's life. You guys have spent every weekend together and made the most of your time together, building a strong bond. Fast forward, I came home from Central that December in 2012 to attend the holiday nights at Henry Ford. One of my first memories with Katie was showing up to this event, not dressed properly, wearing a light coat while having a walking pneumonia, and losing my ticket for the event, which is what prompted the jokes about me losing the ring. And Jake and Katie both still give me a hard time about it. But even that early on, I could see Jake and Katie were a perfect match that day. How they looked together, how they were able to poke fun at one another, and just by watching them interact that night, through the laughter and smiles, you could see it all. Katie, I'm glad to provide a good laugh and a lasting impression that night. I didn't mind having you give me a tough time if you can do the same. Remember, Katie, you are no longer the only child. You are inheriting 2 brothers. This will happen more. Just ask Tyler. Tyler, being the youngest of the group, has given Jake and I a lot of practice dishing it out. P.S. Thank you for fulfilling my parents' dream of having a daughter in their family. Ask Jake and Tyler. We've heard the story many of times on how they wanted at least one. Even though growing up, Tyler may have acted like a little sister sometimes. There's your case in point. Don't worry, Tyler, you can have your fun up here at my wedding to get me back. Katie, are you sure you want to be related to us? As you know, family comes first. My dad has always told us growing up that in the future, Jake, Tyler, and I will always have each other. Jake has been my best friend since '92. I've had great times and years with him, and I can guarantee we can think of those times right now and still laugh like idiots to this day. I also hope to make many more memories. With that being said, I'm sad to have my brother not around all the time, but I'm sure thankful I'm sharing him with you, Katie. To wrap things up, I would like to wish you guys many years of good health, happiness, and prosperity. This was something my grandfather, who was one of Jake's most influential role models, would write on all of our cards growing up. And Jake, I know he would love to see you getting married today. He would be proud. Jake and Katie, you will learn a lot from each other, and I hope that learning together will help you grow together stronger and better with each day. I can see you guys work great as a team, and I'll enjoy watching all the wonderful things life has in store for both of you together as one. I love you guys, and let's toast.
To the Gabachis and Gershons for being 2 of the most welcoming, gracious families. Your generosity and helping hands in working with Jake and Katie to pull off this day and everything leading up to it are incredibly appreciated and have made all the difference. To the group groomsmen and bridesmaids for going above and beyond to make this day as fun-filled and worry-free as possible, especially for that whole day ride, for the new married couple. And then to all of you for sharing in their special day with them and being a witness to their testaments of love. But most importantly, to me for setting this pair of lovebirds up. Without me, we wouldn't be here with the open bar. You're welcome. All jokes aside, though, thank you to everyone who's offered support and made this day as perfect as it has been so far. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Michelle, and I've been friends with Katie since first grade, so 17 years, and with Jake since about 2011. In high school, I had brought Jake around to a few events that Katie was at, and I still remember clear as day walking through Greenfield Village with Katie as she gushed a bit about how she thought Jake was cute and funny, and was wondering if maybe he had some interest in her too. A few texts to Jake later, and he had me give Katie his number, and the rest is history. I've had the absolute pleasure of watching this relationship progress from the first few days all the way up to their first home together. What I've witnessed has been a journey nothing short of true love, faithfulness, and happiness. These two are the real deal. Katie, I'm so grateful that as we grew up together, we grew closer. You are endlessly compassionate, stupidly funny, adventurous, and gorgeous to boot. Jake, she's a total keeper. We've come so far from you being afraid of me in first and second grade, through the Buffy days at St. Genevieve, to the bench warming times on the Lakewood High School field hockey team, to navigating the adult world in college, to doing squats and drinking wine and watching Queer Eye in your living room getting wedding fit. There are few people in the world that you can click with so effortlessly, and I'm grateful you have been and still are that person for me. And I couldn't be happier that you found that person also in Jake. You are so authentically yourselves around each other, and you make everyone around you feel so welcome. Jake, from our days at the end then of you ripping your pants trying to kick a flag, and tagging along my senior prom group, to that one time at Irish on Ionia, I have learned how truly patient, kind, and genuinely fun you are. And thank goodness, because boy, didn't you treat Katie. You two are the epitome of the saying that opposites attract. And it's so inspiring to watch the two of you interact. You definitely balance each other out in the best of ways. How lucky you both are that you have someone who loves you through thick and thin. And truthfully, you have already been through thick and thin together, and come out on the other side stronger and closer than you ever were before. You've never just magically fit into each other's lives. You've bent and rearranged yourselves to make room for the other. You've made each other top priority, and the result is a relationship that can withstand anything that life throws at it. Standing up here, it's really hard to believe that this day is finally here. Katie, we've been talking about our weddings on treadmills for years. And now yours has finally arrived. Throughout the wedding process, you've both taught me that it's not the little things that matter. It's all about the bigger picture, surrounding yourselves with the people you love, and at the end of the day, being able to call yourselves husband and wife. I'm so excited to watch this next chapter of your lives unfold. Each aspect of today has been so beautiful and laid back, and has perfectly embodied your combined love of adventure and outdoors. As Jake and I would say in the marketing world, it's all very on brand for this couple. I hope it has all been almost everything you've ever dreamt of. And Katie, I say almost, because I know this isn't all you've ever dreamt of. I remember the Winnie the Pooh themed wedding dreams you had when we were younger. Yellow and red dresses, honey pot centerpieces.
She's full of shit.
And what kind of friend would I be if I didn't give that to you in some way today? So I'll finish up with a quote from the Yellow Bear himself before we raise our glasses to the new married couple. Forever isn't long at all, as long as I'm with you. To a happy, healthy, loving, adventurous forever for Mr. and Mrs. Jake and Katie Tershon. Cheers.
this